Hey guys, it's Lee Moto. Today we're going to talk about the Icon Airflite. This review is going to be broken down into 4 sections. We're going to do comfort, visibility, looks, and airflow. So first, guys, I want to talk about the visibility of this helmet. When you're wearing it, what can you see? What kind of obstructions do you have? Because when you first look at this helmet, all you see is this massive face shield. Icon refers to these as flight shields. They're specific for this helmet and this helmet alone. But when you lift the visor, you're going to see it's pretty much a normal helmet. You have deep cuts low, so you have the visibility of at your cheek level. You have really wide peripherals. The only thing you really have is this nose cone. And I've been riding in this helmet for a little over a year, and I've never had this get in the way of anything. You can also see this giant vent that's hidden behind the shield, but we'll get more into that when we get into the airflow. Overall, the visibility of this helmet has been great. The airflow of the Icon Airflite is spectacular. You do have these top vents that are open and closable, as well as this massive front vent that has 3 settings. You can either close it off altogether, you can have it just to where it ventilates the visor, or you can have full on in your face airflow. I usually, in the summer here, it gets pretty hot, so mine pretty much remains open all the time. But towards the fall and early winter seasons, I just close it. It doesn't fog. The shields are anti-fog shields, so you never have an issue there. And when you look on the back of this helmet, you have these giant exhaust vents, both here and here. It really helps push that air over the head through their liner. And the Hydro Dry liner really helps keep your head dry, keeps the air flowing through. It's a really good system, and I think Icon's really done a good job perfecting that. Now, the comfort of this helmet, this is where things get a little tricky. It's not an uncomfortable helmet by any means, but what it doesn't have going for it is this jawline. The jawline sits very low on the back of the neck. You have a pretty big chunk here that could be, in my opinion, done without. And what that does is that puts your Cena, or any kind of Bluetooth device that you might have that clips onto the helmet, it puts it really low. So when you're riding in your jacket, it constantly hits your shoulder and your collar. It's not the most desirable setup, but with the top of the line Bluetooth headset, it's kind of what you have to deal with. One of the things to mount this Bluetooth is you have to actually cut part of this liner in order to get it in there. As far as the actual sitting on your head, it's not uncomfortable. It just doesn't really feel right with that Bluetooth constantly hitting you in the shoulder. Your cheeks are nice and compressed. You don't have a hot spot on your forehead. It moves air around your head very well. The comfort is not bad, other than the fact that jawline sits really low towards the back of your head. That's really my only issue with it. So the biggest variable with this helmet, and I think it's what attracts most people to it, and I'm going to be honest with you, that's what attracted me to it, is the look. There's no other helmet on the market that looks like the Icon Airflite. And I got this helmet when it first came out, and that's pretty much how people recognized me when I was out riding, is when you see this black helmet with this big giant chrome visor, that's me. Since then, it's become a lot more popular, a lot more prevalent. There's a lot more people out there with it. But the look of this helmet is so extreme and so much more radical than anything else that's out on the market. It really stands in its own category. One of my favorite things to look at is from the side view. From the side, you can see it's a very aggressive looking helmet. It has this big giant chin or rear spoiler hanging off the back. Your chin hangs down low. It's a really good looking helmet from the side profile. And from the front, it also looks very aggressive. This is the kind of helmet that scares kids in traffic. You know, it's a very aggressive helmet in a lot of regards. But it's not so crazy that it doesn't seem practical. So some other things I wanted to touch about with this helmet. Before you go out and grab this, you have to know the Rubitone especially is virtually impossible to keep clean. I've used microfibers on it, I've used Windex on it, I've tried scrubbing it with Dawn, everything and anything you can think of. I've tried to keep this helmet clean. I actually, before this video, spent a better part of 5 minutes rubbing it down, trying to keep it clean. And you can see there's still lint all over in these creases. There's some dirt and stuff like that. It's just the nature of the Rubitone. It's kind of a sticky surface. Also, to match this awesome giant visor, which comes in a plethora of colors, you can also match your rear visor. So this rear spoiler visor, whatever Icon calls it, I can't really remember, but you can match that and get a chrome one for this helmet. I left it black because I like the all black look, but they have the red, the green, the blue, the gold, everything that they offer in the face shield, they also offer in the rear spoiler. Another thing to touch on, because it's the first helmet that I've had that's ever had this feature, is this flip down shade. So you have the sunglasses, and the reason this is important, because a common misconception, and I thought it when I first bought this helmet, when you get a tinted visor like this, a tinted shield, you're gonna think that you can't wear it at night. I don't wear another shield with this. I ride during the day, during the night, it doesn't matter, because it's light enough to be able to see through at night. I ride mostly in the city at night because I'll go out to a bike meet, or I'll go out to dinner with friends and we'll go riding or something. And then I have to ride home, and I'm on the interstate most of the time with street lights. If you're gonna go out in the country and ride with one of these shields, I think it might be too dark, but riding around the city, around town, you have plenty of visibility. So that shade that flips down is big during the day. If I'm out on a sunny day and I'm riding with this flight shield is not enough. So I flip down my sun shield, my sunglasses, whatever you want to call it, your inner helmet visor, and I'll ride with that. It's not obstructive, it doesn't get in your way, it doesn't even touch your face. I mean, it's a really nice feature to have. But that's the biggest thing, man. That's my overall view of this helmet. It's a good helmet. It definitely has its negative sides. It's a super aggressive style, and it has a lot of features that are pretty desirable for somebody who spends a lot of time in a helmet. Thanks guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, show us some love. If you want to see some more gear reviews like this, if you want to see us take some products and really give you an honest opinion about them, I'm not getting paid for this. This is literally the gear that I use. So let us know, what kind of gear do you guys want to see? You want to see us do some jackets, some gloves? What kind of companies do you want to see us review? And we'll do our best to get that out to you. So let us know.